Soldiers have been sent to guard a military Apache helicopter which was forced to make an emergency landing in an Aberdeenshire field. The aircraft came down near Mary Cooter after suffering suspected mechanical failure. The two crew on board were uninjured. Ross Govins reports.
The operation to secure and protect the Army's Apache attack helicopter got underway tonight. A second Apache circled in the skies above as troops were transported to the field near Mary Cooter, where the aircraft was forced down around midday. Mary Scott, who lives close by, says a tremendous noise made her run outside.
There's this loud noise, and you know it's a helicopter, but it just seemed so close. It seemed as if it was in the rooftop. And when I went out, just this great black thing, and I thought, gee, what's happened?
The aircraft, which cost around £10 million, was flying with another Apache when it got into difficulties. It had been trying to make an emergency landing at Aberdeen Airport after reporting mechanical problems.
We saw it flying quite low, circling, and then shortly after it landed in the field over there. So we went down to have a look and spoke to the pilot and the co-pilot. So they said it had been an emergency landing. They'd had engine failure and were looking for somewhere safe to set the aircraft down. They had to put it down fairly quickly. They said they were struggling to maintain height. So they looked at setting it down the road, but with the power lines around, they couldn't do that. So they were looking for a field to safely set it down.
An operation is now underway to secure the military helicopter, which was forced to make an emergency landing in the field behind me.
The aircraft has experienced some kind of complication. It's had to land near Aberdeen. It's on a bit of a hard landing. It's absolutely fine. They have two air crew on board. Everyone's absolutely fine. And so now we have to send some engineers out to understand what exactly the problem was.
As an investigation begins into the incident, soldiers have begun to secure the field as attempts are made to repair the helicopter. Ross Govins, STV News, Aberdeenshire.
A man's died after his car plunged into Peterhead Harbour. The vehicle, which had taxi plates, landed in the water and overturned. A man's body was later recovered. Rebecca Curran reports.
The blue taxi slowly being pulled from the water at Peterhead Harbour this morning. It had plunged in hours earlier, with the driver still inside. Emergency services were called to Peterhead Harbour around 9 o'clock this morning. A taxi had entered the water and overturned, with the driver still inside. The vehicle was later winched onto a slipway by members of the Peterhead lifeboat. The driver, who's believed to have been in his 40s, was retrieved from the Hyundai Sonata but was pronounced dead at the scene. Offshore worker Gavin Sutherland was passing by when the tragedy began to unfold. He jumped into the water and tried to rescue the driver as the car sank.
I got out the car, just noticed it looked like the boot of a car going under the water. So I got out the car, took off most of my clothes and asked the guy if there was someone in the car. He said yes. So I climbed down the stairs, swam across to the car where it was submerged. The car just sank. By the time I got there, the car was already submerged. So I tried to get down and do the best I could, but I mean, there's nothing more I could do, I'm afraid.
14 years ago, Mr. Sutherland took part in an almost identical rescue attempt when a vehicle slid into the water at the same spot, but on that occasion the driver survived. Today, police divers spent around an hour searching the harbour, eventually retrieving parts of the car for investigation. Officers say the inquiry is at an early stage and they want to speak to anyone who saw the vehicle prior to the incident. The man's family has been informed, but he won't be named until formal identification has taken place. Rebecca Curran, STV News.